Hello, hello, guys. Welcome back to Emperor Showdown Asian Invitational Pro Scrims. I'm your own Saints Gaming right here, and I'm joined by my sister, Dora. Dora, can you hear me?
Hello guys.
So she's a little bit shy. She's actually learning on how to all this Scrum as well as the game series and stuff is gonna work. So she is actually comparing with me to learn about all this new stuff. So we are back at it again on another power pack day of Emperor's Esports. So as you can see, there has been a very good a lot of good series of fights taking place in Emperor's Showdown on the when we look back at the days. As you can see, we have only 11 or 10 more seconds remaining to start the game. So let's see at which all locations the players are gonna drop on and gonna gain their loot and are gonna survive to the very last end of the game to ensure their victory. Situation right there. We have teams of 3 Extreme as well as WCK. Then we have HRZ, RSG, etc. So RSG Flash was taken out for the part of ASW Johnny. OP performance from his team. That is from our HRZ and team. But we can see 3 Extreme is right next to them, 3 Extreme Risk. So I'm expecting the 3 Extreme Risk may push right towards their flank position. And there guys have a 3 Extreme gaming takes on Wicked Esports A. So there is when you go back to the tall building in the black market region, the supposed to be a kind of a cell tower building. There's a lot of enemy movement inside the building. We can see that more than two teams have made their presence known in that area. And in the top floor, we can see that there's a pretty good fight going on. And WCK Raiden takes on Real Exchange Reaper. But 3XG Gaming and team push right towards the position of Raiden. But Russ and Wicked Esports Raiden are trying to make their way towards that point. But 3XG Russ was able to be taken down Wicked Esports Raiden. But Playboy Whitey jumps into action, taking down 3 Extreme Risk. And as you can see, the only 3 Extreme Gaming is the last member remaining for 3 Extreme, and the team of HRZ used that right time to push at it towards the positions of WCK as well as 3 Extreme. And as you can see, from what I incur, 3 Extreme just has 2 more players left. For the case of 3 not 3 Extreme, 3 Extreme has only 1 more player left, and for the case of Wicked Esports, they have 2. Wicked Esports captain jumps into action, taking one of the players, and in another location, we can see EG Chamacho takes down one of the members of Dom, that's Titan, and iFlex is also taken down from the part of John the Bot, and they're actually pushing their way right towards the team of Dom. So I'm expecting that Asmodeus and team will have a hard time maintaining their presence known in the battlefield. So let's see what kind of a changes that today the game 1 of Emperor's Showdown is gonna showcase. As you can see, the members of in the black market region still considered to be one of the hot regions, and they guys have a 3 Extreme Gaming far away against Playboy Whitey, but Playboy Whitey was able to take down the last remaining player of 3 Extreme, and 3 Extreme is wiped. For the case of WCK, Wicked Esports members have made their way back to the black market region. So that's all about black market. We may expect a fight between SW Johnny and team versus versus Wicked Esports, but that is something that we should discuss on a future basis. So as you can see, when you go back to the various drop locations of the players, we can see the members in Dock as well as the players in Newtown, and there are 2 teams in the farm region, and we can expect a kind of a fight going on in farm, but it's kind of a fall-on basis where 2 teams are actually following each other. It's like a chop-off fight going on. I'm guessing that they are trying to make their way towards standoff, and there you guys have it. They have actually made their presence known in standout, and they guys are SW Johnny takes on Wicked Esports awesome, and Playboy Whitey is taken down for the part of Wicked Esports captain, and it's a 1v1 situation right there in black market. We can't be quite sure of which team is gonna survive. For the case of HRZ, the team of HRZ has made their way back to the game, and they're trying to gain as much as loot as they can. But nearby to them, we can also say that the members of Wicked Esports, that is A, have also made their comeback. But let's see whether he'll be able to survive against 2 talented players of HRZ. So as you can see, the teams of HRZ have not been known of the locations of the players of their opponents. For the case of Black Market, as you see, Wiki Sports CHAPPRI finishes off the last known player of HSL right there, and the ASW Johnny is down, was taken down by an Echo. So I'm guessing that gives in an enough breathing space for Wiki Sports to actually, plan their next strategy, because the members of HSL will be very much focused on picking up the dog tags of their fallen comrades. So that will give Wiki Sports a chance to actually take a D route or take a shortcut into the battlefield and make sure that the team comes back into action and in full force. So as you can see, we have only 42 members left in action after the total 52. So let's see which team is gonna survive to the very last 10 and is gonna make sure that they make their presence known in the battlefield and is gonna crush their opponents and is gonna showcase that kind of an intense gameplay that all we Codam lovers and fans actually adore. So as you can see, the teams that remain in the battlefield are CG, XOTIC, HRZ, and there's also Team Z, and there's RT, there's LSD, there's also Alien, Wiki Sports, as well as Hive, EG, God Ghost, Luna YT are the teams from END, are the teams that are remaining in the battlefield. But for the case of Playboy YT just made his way back to the battlefield, but he was found and taken down for the members of Team Z. So he had to survive another loss right there. They'll have to. This may turn up to be a scavenging game for HSL, but let's see whether they will be able to change that. Current situation of theirs around. So let's see. I think they're going for a chopper, and there is habit. Luna YT from END takes down EG Wolf. EG Wolf is down. And the members of the members are trying to achieve total dominance in that region by seeing which all teams are gonna survive in that situation of theirs. As for the current situation right here in the teams that are engaging in a fight, it does not look good for those teams that are outside the zone, as they may find it pretty much difficult to make it to the zone, as the system of Call of Duty has just changed regarding the healing system, and taking fights outside the zone is not at all advised. And they will have it. RT Manhunter takes down XOTIC Ultron. So we have a fight between XOTIC as well as RT. And XOTIC has lost to one of their members, and the second member has taken down that XOTIC Emil was taken down to the part of RT Manhunter, and RT Crew Crusher Gem Slasher taking down XOTIC. Emil is confirmed, kill is confirmed. XOTIC Saint has actually got trapped, and they will have it. XOTIC just gets wiped from the part of RT Crusher. That was like an instant wipe made from the part of RT. They actually pushed right towards that building and made sure that they get all the members of XOTIC in that single house, so that they can actually flank them into surrendering. So, but as you can see, XOTIC was taken down from the part of RT, and let's hope that that they will be able to come back from the situation of theirs. That RT will be able to not come back, will be able to maintain that kind of a gameplay. So we have 37 members left active. There are a lot of members have actually had bid farewell from the battle. So we have the Koga Ninja 9 say we're taking down one of the players using a sniper. So from what I saw, CG Koga Ninja was one of the good snipers that I've seen, and he's actually trying to snipe his way out of the pushing team of END. As you see, they have Libra, Mantraj and team right there, but they have a disadvantage. END has a disadvantage because they are downhill, and for the case of CG, they have a plus point right there, because their height can be converted into their biggest advantage. That will give them a more coverage of the whole map. As you can see, the members, Koga Ninja is at it again. He's trying to snipe down his opponents, but whereas his other team members are covering him, and one of the team members are trying to push right towards the positions of ENT. So when you go back to ENT has not survived such a big beating. They have managed to make their way out of there, but I'm expecting that all the members of ENT were able to make their way out of there. But for the case of CG, it does not look good. It was kind of a trap that ENT used. They wanted to lure their prey into the specific location that they wanted, and ENT was able to do that. I'm guessing that they wanted one of the teams to get trapped in their little trace zone of theirs, and they have got CG into it. For the case of ENT, they are pushing right towards the position, last known locations of ENT. So let's see what will be the results. They just have it. LST Quick Trick as well as LST Yohani, and the last member of LST has been taken down from the part of Team Hive as well as Team Z. So I'm guessing that there's a kind of a 3 situation right there, and they're trying to take down one of the players one by one. And for the case of Hive Mom jumps into action, taking down one of the members of the team as well. And RT Epic takes on Hive Devil, and RT Epic is down. Hive Reaper is down. Hive Devil's kill is confirmed, and Hive K, the last remaining player of Hive, is also taken down from the part of RT. But for the case of RD9 from ENT, the security team of ENT has also made their way into that specific fight, and it does not look good in a basis right there. For the case of RD9 ENT, he snipes down CG God King, I'm guessing. Yeah, he snipes down CG God. No, he does not. What? I'm not getting my results right. I don't know why. There's been a glitch in my game. Sorry, guys. It's showing random names. I'm guessing that due to the latest update, it's showing random names in my screen, and that I'm just gonna ignore for now because I don't want to spoil your mood. And you guys have it. RD9 from ENT snipes down CG Sub-Zero, and CG was ENT. They were trying to have the best. We were trying to have the best push location for them known, and RD9 ENT was taken down from the part of CG God King, and Mandraji takes down RD9 from ENT. As you can see, they are trying to pick up one by one of their players. Libra from ENT takes down Jojo ENT, and they are actually trying to pick one of their targets so that they can actually hit them with total force. For the case of CG, they are in full action. They are trying to gain a foothold of their presence area by nearby the standoff region. And they guys have it. God goes from ENT, takes up Storm Twister's then, and SSN Antivirus was taken from the power from CG God King, and God goes ENT controls the kill of Storm Twister, and CG God King takes down SSN Antivirus, and his cut kills are being confirmed. So that's the biggest advantage that you should have in the game. You should be able to confirm your kills because it's like better. It's like now or never, or like it's like if you can complete it like right now, that will give you a breathing space that to show that your opponents are one man down. So let's see whether these people will be able to survive to the very last end, and which team is gonna push further inland, because pushing further inland is the strategy that you should use, because they'll have to push right towards the center of the map so that they can get a better shot location. Ramu from OP takes down one of the opponents as well. Ramu Kaka OP takes down one of the opponents, and for the case of the team of ENT, they only have 2 more members left, as Luna YT from ENT and Ramu Kaka, and they're unable to pick up the tags of their fallen comrades, because right next to that position we can see the enemy team has actually made their presence known, and they're trying to make sure that they made sure that they do not allow the teams to be coordinated back into action. And Ramukaka OP snipes down Mandraj from ENT, and Mandraj from ENT's kill has been confirmed from the part of Ramukaka OP. For the case of the team Luna White ENT and team, they're actually trying to snipe one by one of the targets of ENT. They are trying to for a long range encounter with ENT. It's like the ENT was the ENT war going on right there for you guys. But let's see whether which ENT is gonna survive to the very last end, and which team is gonna show that they have the better skills in this game. So Wicked Esports Raiden jumps into action, sniping down Joss the bot, and his skill has been confirmed. So we're expecting that he was the only last member standing alive in that team, and that gave the Raiden an advantage of pushing through to take down the enemy. But for the case of ENT, they were not aware of Team Z. Team Z was able to take down Ramakako OP, whereas Alien, the members of Alien, took down the last member of ENT, that's the Luna White team from ENT. So they were able to wipe one of the teams of ENT. And still, for the case of ENT, they still have one of their teams active. So let's see whether that team will be able to make the victor's position today or not. For the other teams as well, we have 25 members left active in the zone. All these people are actually trying to narrow down a lot of locations so that they can take cover behind the areas of action, so they can actually find what kind of a strategy the opponents are going to use. So as you can see, there's not much of a fight that's going on right now. All these members, our team, opponents, all the members or participants of Emperor's Showdown are trying to gain access to a better location, because as a zone approaches, I'm guessing that they don't want to get themselves into a narrow situation. So they are trying to find a suitable location for them to actually grease on and make sure that they survive for that as well. For the case of Alien Spectre, he was taken down from the part of Libra ENT using a sniper, and the kills have been confirmed. Alien still has one of the members left in action as Alien OPTIC. Quickly exposed Watson, takes one of the players, and because Raiden was taken down from the part of RT Manhunt, it's RT was Weekly Exposed right down for you guys. So let's see, Weekly Exposed still has 3 more members left in action in the battlefield. And for the case of RT has also lost. RT has not lost any of the members. RT Manhunter takes down Weekly Exposed Watson as well as Captain. For the case of Weekly Exposed, they only have one more member that's active. That's Weekly Exposed A. So let's see whether Weekly Exposed A will be able to survive in that fight. But Weekly Exposed A is, I think is it him or I that is having an issue. I'm not particularly sure, but he's finding it pretty much difficult to survive against the team of RT, because it's like a 1v4 situation, and the members of RT are popping as much as grenades, traps, clusters, grenades, everything right towards the locations of RT, but right to the location of Weekly Sports A, but Weekly Sports A was able to take down one of the members. And as for the case of Weekly Sports, RT Zing was able to take down Weekly Sports A, but that at what cost? The cost of taking down one player was that that team had to lose one of their own to conquer such a talented team. So that's for the case in the battlefield. We have 13 members left active in the zone, and the teams that are active are. Let me see. We have Team Z, RT, Alien, EG, and END. But for the case of RT, they are getting sniped from the locations of the location of standoff. Sakura, I'm sorry, and Storm Twister from Team Z takes down one of their opponents as well. So a little bit of a fight where you go full on scale. Knockdown and kill is not taking place right now. It's a rather knockdown or putting up a good strategy to have the best position. That's what I can analyze from the game. But let's see whether that is the policy that the members or the players are gonna take in this game. But for the case of teams that are left in the zone is also kind of a situation where you will be in and around the areas of Sakura. So the areas must be considered one of the hot locations right now, because all these teams have actually gathered right there in Sakura region. They are actually when it comes to RT, they have actually gone prone right there. They are actually lying down on the ground. I'm guessing that they do not want to be. They do not want to engage in a fight right now. I'm guessing they just want to pick up their last final targets. So let's see whether that is a strategy that they are going to implement. And there goes have it. RT engaged against one of the teams of Team Z. They have actually been spotted from the members of Team Z, but they are quite near to the members of ENT as well. So I'm guessing that ENT may push right towards the position of Team Z. Let's see if that fight is going to take place. Jyotipot was able to take down one of the members of Team Z, that is not Momo. And for the case of Jyotipot, they are actually from the team members of EG. So EG was trying to make use of that situation so that they can actually take scurvy down one of the members one by one. As you see, RT Manhunter was able to take down EG Wolf, and EG Wolf still has been confirmed. Hackerboy Z used that opportunity to confirm the kill of EG Wolf, so the kill goes to Team Z. Jotibot was taken down, and RT Epic was able to take down EG Chamancho. So it's like a 2v3 situation, right? Guys, guys. There are 3 members left in action from the team of Team Z, and 2 from the part of RT. RT has Sting as well as Epic in action. As for the case of Team Z, they have Stick, Storm Twister, and Hacker Boy. So let's see whether they'll be able to survive in the fight. This is also in a situation where they'll be outgunned pretty much, and Hacker Boy said was able to second down 2 players of RT, that is RT's Epic as well as Pink. So they are the victors of Game 1 of Emperor Showdown. So GG's to Team Z for actually showcasing that performance where you use both strategy as well as good game sense and gun skill, and also a passion towards it to make sure that your team wins. And as you can see, that itself is what led Team Z into victory. So as you can see, in the MVP position, we have Hacker Boys with 4 kills. Second, we have Storm Twister with 2 kills. Third, we have Sticks with 2 kills. And the 4th position, we have Not Momo with 1 kill. So GG's to Team Z. So when you go back to the rest of the results, as you can see, the second position we have RT Manhunter with 6 kills, Epic with 2, Zing with 3, and Crusher with 3. Third position we have EG, Yami at 5 with 0, Jotibot 3, and Chamancho with 2, EG Wolf with 1. In the 4th position we have Karma Yeti with 1, Libra with 4, Banraj with 1, and God Ghost with 3. In the 5th position we have Alien Nordic with 0, Spectre with 1. 6th position we have CG Koga Ninja with 1, God King with 2, Sub-Zero with 0, and Rosser with 2. 7th position we have Wicked Esports A with 1, Raiden with 1, Captain with 3, and Watson with 1. In the 8th position we have ENT, Ramukaka OP with 3, Adi9 with 3, Jojo with 0, and Luna YT with 1. 9th position we have Playboy YT from the team of HSZ with 2 kills, HSZ Skrish with 0, ASW Johnny with 3, and HSZ Antiboy with 0. 10th position we have Hype Reaper with 0, Kev with 2, Mom with 0, and Devil with 0. In the 11th position, we have LSC Yohani with 0, Kick Drake with 0, Ilya with 0. 12th position, we have Exotic Ultron with 0, Zyrax with 0, Emil with 0, and Sade with 0. In the 13th position, we have 3 Extreme, Riz with 1, Face Gaming with 1, and Reaper with 0. 14th position, we have Dom iFlex with 0, and Dom Titan with 1. 15th position, we have RSG Flash with 0, as well as RSG Delso with 1. So these are the results for Game 1 of Emperor Showdown. So I congratulate Team Z for taking the being the victors in the first game. And let's see whether that performance of Team Z will be can be maintained in the second game as well. So, and I also extend my warm welcome, warm congratulations to Team RT as well as Team EG for securing the second and third position as well. So that brings us a wrap for Game 1 of Emperor Showdown. So I'm going to take a break of 5 minutes. You can have your coffee as well, dear viewers. After that, we will be back at it here in Emperor Showdown to showcase exemplary gameplay, brutal game force, as well as the best Call of Duty experience that you guys can ever have. So get back on your seats and we'll be back in 5 minutes.
വേണോന്ന്
സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തോ? So hello guys. Welcome back to Emperor Showdown Asian Invitational Pro Scrims Game 2. So I am your Saints Gaming right back here for you guys at Game 2. So we have Dora, my sister, right here. So Dora, can you hear me?
Hello guys.
So she's actually here with me to learn about how the commentary things are gonna go, and she's also being aspired to be a streamer soon. So let's hope that her dreams become fulfilled. But that's a discussion for a future basis. So let's as you see, the members are actually focused right there in the platform region. There's a big hologram actually communicating information regarding the Atlas. New update regarding Atlas. So let's see, we have only 8 more seconds to start the game, and let's see which our teams are gonna showcase their OP performance in Game 2 of Emperor Showdown. As you can see, the flight path is actually from Nuketown towards the Countdown region, so that itself restricts the drop locations of several teams, as it is the only 3/4 of the map can be accessed as the jump location is further towards the sides of the map and not towards the centers. Various teams have actually departed from the flight and are making their way towards their drop locations. We have one team in practice range, 2 in crash. So there are 2 teams right there in the region of crash. So let's see whether we can see an OP performance right there. There's a team near in I'm guessing that is that a platform? I'm not sure. So let's go to the team E, which is that team. That's actually RT Crusher. I'm guessing that they were trying to make their way towards the platform region, but they just haven't. Fikir Esports Watson was able to take down 3 Extreme Eka, and CJ Samsura was taken out for part of CBD Houdini. Or the team of CBD, they are back. It's been a while that I've seen that team. I'm guessing that they are back at it. They are back for an OP gameplay of performance. As you see, team of RT are making their way towards the platform region. CG God King takes down one of the members of CBD. CBD Bunny Hop takes down CG God King. So both these teams are losing a lot of players in our team. CG Drosa was taken down. Death Shot was taken down. And so CG Koga Ninja takes down CBD Bunny Hop. CG Drosa was also taken down from the part of CBD Houdini. So I'm guessing CBD was able to survive and ensure their victory in that area, but CG Goga Ninja was able to take down CBD Bunny Hop. As for the case of CBD, they are only left with only one more player. That is actually CBD Houdini. As for the case of CG, they are not there. They have been taken down. For the case of 3 Extreme, the Vicky Esports A was able to take down one of the members of 3 Extreme, that's 3 Extreme Gaming. As for the case of Team Zed, I'm expecting that Team Zed is actually picking as much as loot as they can to survive in the fight. Vicky Esports captain was able to take down 3 Extreme Reaper as well. The 3 Extreme Reaper, the team of 3 Extreme has been taken down. That's what a similar situation that happened in Game 1. They were trying to engage against the 3v fight in the black market region, which did not prove to be much effective, as both the teams had to take a serious amount of tolls on their behalf. So as you can see, the battlefield has gone somewhat quiet, as there's no fights of brutality going on right now, but we are back. Bikini Esports also takes on the last member of 3 Extreme, that is Machan. So 3 Extreme is gone, has been wiped from the part of Bikini Esports. And I don't know the performance on the part of both these teams. 3 Extreme tried to hold their ground, but it was not possible, as they had to lose their cool at the very last end. Weekly Sports was also engages in the next fight, taking down their enemy teams as quick as the wind. That is RSG. I'm not sure. Let's see. They are quite near to the team members of XOTIC. As you can see, XOTIC has taken a bit of a toll right there. Only XOTIC, for the case of XOTIC, they only have one more member left in their team. That is XOTIC Emil. As for the case of XOTIC Emil, he has taken cover behind that big support pillar of the bridge. So but he is underwater. That itself is a demerit because he will have to survive in that position for a bit long, and he does not have any proper loot at his disposal. As for the case of Weekly Sports, Raiden is quite nearby to XOTIC Emil. It will be much advisable if we can actually see the position of Raiden, and as you can see, Weekly Sports Raiden gets a few amount of shots registered on him, but for the case of Emil, he does not have any ammo left, and he's trying to take down Raiden using his Fennec, but he lost a pretty amount of health underwater and he got drowned, and there you have it. XOTIC was also taken down. So we have 40 members active in the battlefield. Dude, he takes on a K9 unit. I'm not pretty sure what that is supposed to mean, but the bot was able to Fennec down Weekly Sports captain, and they guys have it. One of the members of Weekly Sports captain down, but Weekly Sports A jumps to the action, jumps to the rescue, taking down George the bot. So both the teams have lost one of their respective members. As for the case of Weekly Sports, it's much advisable for that team to actually go to the shore. Actually, taking fights in the water will not prove to be found to be that good. And there you guys have it. Weekly Sports captain was again sniped down from the part of EG using his DLQ. And Weekly Sports A takes down one of the members as well, and EG Animo was taken down from the part of Weekly Sports. So they were actually being cornered in that position, but they are not going to let their guard down. And for the case of EG, they have actually spotted the positions of Weekly Sports, and Wolf is trying to cause as much as damage that he can to draw his enemies into the open. So they're trying to pop as much as nades, and they're trying to get their own enemies into total fear of the enemy team. As for the case of Weekly Sports, three of the members have taken cover behind their specific areas of interest, and I'm guessing that they are trying to. They're trying to lure the enemy into coming into action, but for the case of EG, they are too smart for that, and they're not gonna push us as of now. They're trying to go for a long range sniper battle. It's better than picking the targets one by one rather than engaging in a fight that does not prove to be pretty much not effective. For the case of EG Chamanchu has tried to engage against one of the members of Weekly Sports, but I'm guessing that here that was kind of a decoy, kind of a strategy used by EG, because EG Wolf lured the members of Weekly Sports towards them. That gave EG Chamacho the breathing space to come back for the tags of his comrades. So that itself is an OP strategy. And Grid ENT was able to take down CPD who Bunny Hop, and Tia Dara White takes down Hive Devil, and Grid from ENT snipes down CPD Bunny Hop, and the kills have been confirmed. Hive Reaper's kill has been confirmed on the part of Tia Dude. We only have 30 more members left in the battlefield, so let's see which of members are going to survive to the very last end. And Tia Dara Whitey has successfully taken down one of the last members. I'm guessing that is the last member also of Hive, but I'm not pretty sure. I guess that is the last member of Hive. So the case of we are seeing a fight between ENT as well as CBD. God goes ENT takes down CBD Death Crush, and just a Crush was taken down for the part of Team Manhunter. So we have two fights actually going on. That's between RT as well as HSZ right there, and that's also CBD. The fight that is taking place on teams of CBD. So we are actually finding multiple fights in the battlefield right now, as various of these teams are actually battling it out in their favorite locations or in their favorite areas of interest. So as you can see, all these teams are trying to scout if they have any enemies on their trail or enemies on their line of sight. But let's see whether they will be able to survive to this very last end, and their strategy is gonna guide their way into and out of the traps, as well as the strategy that's being used by their opponents. So as you can see, we have 30 more members left in action. Some of the comrades have fallen, but they were actually revived, giving the team ample amount of space to coordinate their future strategy in the gameplay, or the future strategy in the game. That's all about the gameplay that's going on right now. And for the case of RT, we can see RT is also trying to, I don't know whether they're trying to engage in a fight or not. Are they actually they've actually went for the chopper in the platform region, and they just haven't. Playboy Whitey takes down TR Dude as well as TR Dana Whitey, and the team of TR is taken down. And for the case of RD from EAD, he takes down EG Anubhav, and EG Anubhav is down. And for the case of EG, I'm expecting they only have one more player left in action, that is EG. So there are two more members left in action, EG Wolf as well as EG Tamanjo. So let's get have it. RSG Delso takes down Playboy YT, and Playboy YT is down. Inspector was taken down for the part of the esports captain. So we have multiple fights going on right there. And for the case of RT pushes to the positions of the teams that just took up a fight right now. They're actually trying to scout the location of their opponents, and they're pushing right towards this point as they can. And RT Singh was able to take down HSZ Andy, and his kill has been confirmed. That was actually surprised by use of a nade. And Luna Whitey from ENT snipes down Wicked Esports Watson. So let's see whether the counter sniper will be from the part of both these teams, all of the teams as well. So as you can see, the members of all these teams are actually sticking together like you. So they want to make sure that they pick off their target in an orderly fashion. So that was a trap put from the part of the enemy teams, but not that much of a big effect on the teams. But RT Manhunter was able to take down the members as well, and now the different takes down Wicked Esports captain, and his skill has been confirmed. Both teams are trying to engage in as much fights as they can, and as you see, right next to the positions of RT, they have various teams pushing towards their known location, and we have RG Virus is right there, waiting for the right opportunity to bounce upon their enemy targets. But as for the case of RSU Virus, was able to take down RT Manhunter, and RT Epic is also taken down from the part of RSG Delso. So for the case of RT, they are only left with two more players. RT Virus was taken out for the part of RT Crusher, and for the case of RT Crusher, he's pretty much lit, and he was able to take down RT Delso as well. So the key team of RG has been wiped. Wicked Esports A takes down one of the members of EG, that is, I am guessing, EG Tamancho, and that's we have ENT was the ENT right there. Karma ENT snipes down Luna Whitey from ENT. So we have various amounts of fights going on. Wicked Esports is trying to push their way further inland, as well as the team of ENT. They are quite aggressive in the gameplay, and they do not want to jeopardize their chance of winning. So all these teams are trying to gain their foothold in the battlefield as much as they can, and make sure that they dominate in the battlefield. So we have 50 more players active in the zone. Esports A was able to take down EG Chamanchu as well. So EG Chamanchu team has actually suffered a loss right there. We only have 40 more members left in action in the battlefield. As for the case of RT, they are pushing right towards further inland. So let me just use my spectator mode to travel across the whole map, and there goes Howard, God Ghost from ENT, takes down Wicked Esports A, and there guys Howard, he has been taken down. As for the case of Wicked Esports, they have actually suffered a loss right there, because after the fight of ENT, they are actually trying to push off their way towards their opponents of Wicked Esports as well. So we have 30 more members, but the zone is not considered to be apt for a 13 members list, but Azukin from ENT was able to take down EG Wolf by blowing up his vehicle. I'm detonating his vehicle, but I'm not pretty sure of what vehicle it is. But the teams are trying to push further to achieve their better gameplay. But the map is quite big when compared to a 12 player situation, because I think it's due to the decrease in a player, or the steadiness of fast-paced gameplay going on. Not pretty sure. I'm expecting it's due to the fast-paced gameplay going on, because all these teams were trying to engage in numerous fights. They did not want to take any kind of back in any kind of falling back in the fights that they could take place. So that itself gave these teams time to facilitate their strategy as well. As for the case of ENT, Angus and ENT team, they are pushing their way right towards the members of Wicked Esports. We can see Wicked Esports Raiden is right there, and towards their back we can see Wicked Esports, one of the members of Wicked Esports, that is Wicked Esports Captain. So Wicked Esports Captain is kind of on uphill. He is staying his location right there. He does not want to engage in a fight right now. It's much more safer for him to hold his guard right there in that area. But for the case of Wicked Esports Captain, I'm guessing that he is at a big kind of a risk right there, because he may reveal his position. So let's see whether he'll be able to survive to the end or not. So that for the case for the situation where ENT is right next to them, that we'll have to wait and watch. As for the case of the current situation in the battlefield, there's a lot of long range fights going on, and they guys have an EG Anniversary kill has been confirmed for the part of Ramu Kaka OP. Because Wicked Esports captain is knocked outside the phone. Karma from END was able to take down Wicked Esports captain. The kill has been confirmed. As he predicted, captain was not able to survive in that arena of his. Was eventually taken down from the members of ENT. So we have 12 more members active in the zone. As this zone is pretty much big, we are not seeing as much as final intense gameplay right here because all the teams are engaged in a lot of long range fights. But as you can see, God goes to ENT, takes on Artist Singh, and God goes to take for the part of Artist Crusher, and the second ENT takes a little bit of his shots upon him from the opponent as well with our team. But our team not gonna let their guard down. They are trying to outright towards the enemy position, and then ENT was able to take down RT Crusher. After the case of RT, Epic was also taken down. So I'm expecting that only one more member of RT remains in full action right there. And the Karma from ENT was taken down to the part of RT Manhunter. Wicked Esports Raiden takes down Antiquison ENT. And RT Manhunter takes down John the Port as well. And Wicked Esports Raider takes down Antiquison ENT, and John the Port's kill has been confirmed. And for the case of RT Manhunter takes down his next member as well, and he was able to take down the next of his opponent. We only have 6 more members left in action in this battlefield. Let's see which all teams are gonna survive and gonna get the best of game 2. And because have it, the from ENT was able to take down Wicked Esports Raiden. And for the case of RT, they are pushing right towards the positions of the member teams, but as you can see, RT Manhunter was able to take down Ramukaka OP as well as Artist Singh takes down RD9 from ENT as well. For the case of RT, EG Chamancho was right there waiting for the right opportunity to strike, but EG Chamancho, Artist Singh was able to take down EG Chamacho as well. So RT actually was actually very aggressive gameplay. But let me give a OP shout out to Manhunter. The amount of pushing strategy that guy is using is intense. He was coordinating the whole team. I watched the gameplay. Manhunter is the person who calls the shots. He actually pushes the team towards various locations to ensure that they push into the opponent team's locations and playing aggressively. So GG's to team RT. So in the MVP position we have Manhunter with 7 kills. Second position we have RT Singh with 4 kills. Third position we have RT Kasha with 3, and the fourth position we have RT Epic with 0 kills. GG's to team RT. When we go to the rest of the results, we can see that in the second position we have EG Aniba with 0, Wolf with 1, Ajod the Bot with 0, and EG Jamancho with 2. Third position we have Aman from END with 0 kills, Adi9 with 3, Ramukaka OP with 2, and Unawaiti with 1. Fourth position we have Wicked Esports A with 5, Raiden with 1, Watson with 5, and Captain with 2. Fifth position we have God Goes END with 2, Karma with 3, Grid with 3, and I'm expecting there was a glitch in the sound. In the sixth position, we have Alien Smoke with 0 kills and Spectre with 0 kills. Marion, is my voice still live? Marion? Hello, Marion? Okay. In the 10th position, not the 10th position. In the 7th position, we have RG Virus with 1, Delso with 5, and Just a Legend with 0. And the 8th position we have Playboy Whitey with 2, HSZ Crush with 0, HSZ Andy Boy with 0, and then ASW Johnny with 0. In 9th position we have Tia Dana Whitey with 2, Dude with 1, and Inertia with 0. In 10th position we have CBD Houdini with 3, Death Clash with 0, Bunny Hop with 1. 11th position we have Hype Reaper with 0, Kevin with 0, and Devil with 0. 12th position we have Akaboy Z with 0, Not Momo with 1, Storm Twister with 0, and Snicks with 0. 13th position we have 3KA's Aladdin with 0. 14th position we have Exotic Emil with 0, Deadshot with 0, and Exotic Sane with 0. 15th position we have 3 Extreme Ika with 0, Machan with 0, 3 Extreme Gaming with 0, and 3 Extreme Reaper with 1. And 16th position we have CG Koga Ninja with 7, Koga Ninja with 1, God King with 1, Zub 0 with 0, and Rossa with 0. So that is the results of today on game 2. So GG's to team RT4 actually securing the first position in game 2 of Emperor Showdown Nation Invitational Pro Scrims. And we also congratulate EG as well as ENT for securing the second